Norman, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is struggling to get over you, and even though you probably are no contact, they struggle to think about anything else. I do feel like at night in particular, they're thinking about you, and they're wondering whether or not you're over them, whether or not you are starting to see someone else, or if you also miss them. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, as is more information on how to become a member and how to get a candle that I make. I'll show it to you. Thank you to the sweethearts out there that have already commented on my post. Yeah, I'm still a little bit under the weather. A little bit of a headache. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna at least do this live stream today. If I can come back for another, I will, but I probably need to rest. Hello, how's it going, Poseidon? Did I say hello to anyone? I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be a little bit loopy today. Hello, April. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Joaquin. Hello, Ren. How are you doing? Hello, Natna. What's going on? Aw, thank you. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm sorry you missed it, Matt, but hopefully you were able to watch it anyways. I think, you know, just make sure you thank Lemonade for that, because yeah. I was mostly joking. I was like, I'll put it on if you tip me. And then I got myself into trouble where I had to actually wear it. It's very comfy though. And if I get another onesie at some point, I'll accidentally tell you guys about that one too. All right, this is the Morgan Greer. I'm really confused. I thought I picked up the other. This is what I was talking about being a little bit foggy. All right, let's see what this person's thinking. So they see you as a very emotionally mature and alluring individual, someone who's captivating, but also has that like integrity, you know? There's something about you always like being willing to say the thing that probably other people are not willing to say. You might have a reputation for being a little bit blunt, or maybe it's because you just don't lie. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? That's funny. Hello, Matthew. How are you? Thank you, Hope. I appreciate it. What else do we have? Judgment in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles. I made the wrong choice. I should have invested more in the connection that I had with you. This could be someone who got distracted by family or work obligations, or didn't want to give the effort that they should have for this relationship. Three of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So they see you as this Empress. They feel like you're very honest. But there's someone else here who's coming through as the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Someone who is not very honest. Somebody who could be a bit problematic as far as conversations are concerned. Is the Queen of Swords the person who's thinking about the Empress? That's what I need to know. Yeah, so the Queen of Swords in the reverse is the individual who is still wondering whether or not you're interested, wondering whether or not you think about them. They're the Queen of Swords in the reverse because they were either dishonest with you about something, and honesty is important to you, or this is someone who withheld information from you. We have the Devil and the Death in the reverse. Interesting because they're kind of similar, right? The artistic renderings. They're obsessed because they feel like there should be more to the story. They feel like they can't just walk away. Oh my gosh. How did I forget that it's Friday the 13th? You so right. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Not to mention happy Friday. We've got the Seven of Cups. And dude, I hope you're doing well. I am medium. Is that okay? Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups. Yeah, I don't know. You want people to be straightforward and honest with you. Can't really blame you for that one. But this is someone who created an illusion, who didn't really want you to know what was going on or what they were up to. Two of Swords in the reverse, Page of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So they made the decision to focus elsewhere. Maybe they were really gearing for like a promotion or trying to get a job offer. But it seems to me like this is someone who was not fully honest with you about what was going on, and also not, like, they weren't focused, right? Now, if you're trying to get a new job, if you're trying to work out something regarding your living situation, I'm not going to like fault you for not having 100% of your time for a person, right? Thank you. I appreciate that, Danny. Sometimes not so smooth. Sometimes I drop them all over the floor, but we'll see if we can do it today. Ace of Rings, which is the Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Wands in the reverse, and the Magician. I wonder if you are happy without me. Why do you seem unbothered? Why do you come across as somebody that's just like finding a different way to be happy instead of being like nervous about it, right? Awesome. King of Swords in the reverse, Two of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Rings or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Knight of Cups. I didn't think you were going to find out that I was dishonest or that I was, you know, doing things that I should have. I think this is someone who's saying, I know I focus too much on the work side of things and I let things with you fall apart. But what would happen if I switched it up and pursued you? What would happen if I wanted a relationship? Then what would happen? Would you say yes? Hello, WJ, how we doing? I'm glad you're here, dude. Yeah, that shouldn't be, I don't know, erasure of existence seems rather dramatic. This was, at least in this reading, this is saying that we've got somebody who was distracted and focused elsewhere, and then things fell apart between the two of you, right? Good luck with that, Danny. So we have the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. So now that you've had some time on your own, it feels like things are moving forward quickly for you. It's like you've found being single or focusing on yourself to be quite, I mean, like you've got stuff done. You've been productive. Even if it's just like, I finally found the job that I've been looking for, or I finally got that promotion, like the paperwork is signed, all of that. Feels like you are coming across as unbothered because you've been focusing on the right things. Hello, Sunglow. How are you doing? Knight of Pentacles. The Devil in the reverse. Eight of Wands in the reverse. And the Three of Swords in the reverse. So we got someone who feels like it took them a while to understand what they did to mess things up, and also like what they should have done differently. I think they're finally realizing that maybe they were making excuses to not tell you what you needed to know or to not communicate. So they're feeling like, okay, so it's been a while, we've been no contact, maybe you've forgotten about me, but maybe you haven't. And if you haven't, I want to know about it. So I think they're planning on reaching out. What else? Two of Wands, Page of Cups, and the King of Cups in the reverse. So you've been focusing on new endeavors or new pursuits, and I feel like if this reading is for you, you have not really been putting too much time or effort, if any, into dating, because it's just kind of like, well, I'll figure out these other things first and see where we go from there. What else? Two of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Five of Wands. So this person who's not over you, that you are no contact with, has made the decision that they're going to do something that is a little bit out of character for them and is a little risky for them. I think they're going to contact you. Lovers in the reverse and Five of Wands. They feel like they need to fight for you. So I think there's a big gesture that they're pondering. Hello, ID. How are you doing? I don't like to specify because it can be different for you than it is for another person that it resonates for. We've got the Empress and the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and my general approach is to say this doesn't have to be a woman. We've got the 7 snake card and number 22, the paths, with number 15, the bear. So they were dishonest or they withheld information from you. It's a big deal to you that people be honest. So you looked at it as, okay, if I have to choose to walk away from this, then I will. Because that is one of those values that's really important to me. And if it's not important to you, then I don't know like what kind of future we can have. All right. Let's see. We'll get a few from the William Blake Tarot. What else do we have? Number 3, nature. And 8 of poetry, which is the 8 of Pentacles. Time is the mercy of eternity. Without time's swiftness, which is the swiftest of all things, all were eternal torment. And nature, I don't know how much of this I can really show you. We have some nudity, so I just I put it right there. Is that okay? I think that's okay. This is normally the Empress card. But nature is about growth, creation, inspiration. And the Eight of Pentacles, it's interesting because it says specifically swiftness, right? I feel like we have someone who's realizing that they have the ability to be fine on their own. They don't need to be in a relationship to be happy. And that's part of what has changed for this Empress. Not staying in a connection or entertaining someone that would be dishonest or wouldn't really want to be reliable. All right. This is the Thoth Tarot. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Lemonade. What's going on? I told them all to thank you for the shark onesie moment. Just so you know, Lemonade. What else? Death. It's kind of an interesting depiction of it. The Emperor in the reverse. If this person wasn't willing to work on the things that you consider to be, an obstacle to your relationship, namely communication or truthfulness, then you decided to end it. They're frustrated because they feel like they should still have time to be working on their changes, or they should have been able to come through and say, okay, I did all that stuff. Now, like, you want to hang out? They want a new chance. I love that word. Indolence. It's the Eight of Cups. So, and power. You acknowledged that you don't owe anyone a relationship. You don't owe anyone staying around longer. You don't have to sacrifice things that are important to you in the context of a relationship just because someone expects you to. So I feel like you realized, yeah, I could be happy without this person. I don't need to stay here. I don't need to be with them. So why is this person so obsessed? Yay! Hello, Catherine. How are you doing? Ah, it's Baby Yoda. Hello, Tanya. Three of Cups in the reverse and the Emperor. Why are they so obsessed? Because you've decided to they're obsessed because they feel like they didn't see you being able to walk away and be happy without them. They felt like you would give in or you would come back around. They felt like you would reach back out or ask them, don't you feel like there should be another chapter to our story? They're irritated because they're starting to question, like, do I need you more than you need me? Are you okay with, like, never seeing me again? Because I'm over here thinking about all the things I should have done differently in order to show that I valued the relationship with you. Hello, Ajoya. Hey, Ren. Be cautious. Rachel is doing good work to try to make sure the live chat doesn't, you know, devolve into people judging each other for their religious beliefs. Okay. Well, I'm just going to tell you, if you want to know who I'm like the most defensive of on this channel, it's probably Rachel. So I would just be a little cautious. All she's saying is if you want to judge people for what they believe, their spiritual beliefs, that's going to need to stay out the live chat. Okay? We have 5 of Wands and Justice in the reverse with the 10 of Cups. I feel like there is a romantic rival showing up in the near future, or maybe even just recently, for this Empress. And it makes them realize that it was the right move to move away from a relationship where they couldn't trust their partner. Page of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles. The problem is the Queen of Swords in the reverse doesn't want to continue to be an ex. They feel determined that there's going to be a long-term relationship here with that 10 of Pentacles. But I think the Empress has moved on. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. 7 of Cups in the reverse, Page of Pentacles with the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Why do I feel like... Hold on, let me ask. Was this person unfaithful to the Empress? Yeah. So what we're dealing with is someone who was refusing to commit, or someone who committed and then went back on that promise, and the Empress found out about it. If you don't want to be in a relationship, or if you don't want to be exclusive or monogamous, then I'm just gonna like keep it moving, right? But this Queen of Swords in the reverse, they're frustrated because they feel like this Empress moving on or dating someone new, like that's an offense. But it's really just karma. If you show that you have a lack of interest in a relationship, or that you're okay, like you're gonna risk that relationship, then don't be surprised when it actually does end, right? Or when that person realizes that you're not serious. So yeah, I mean, I get it. This Queen of Swords in the reverse is sad. They think about you a lot. They're nervous that maybe your life has improved after you stop talking to them. But this is a person who was unwilling to commit, or was not honest with you about their ability to be a committed partner of yours, right? 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. And the 8 of Swords in the reverse. So you saw through this person's illusion, whatever they tried to get you to see. You realized there was no hope for a long-term relationship and said, okay, well, I think I have put through enough effort trying to make this work, but if that's how it's gonna go, then that's how it's gonna go. 5 of Wands in the reverse. King of Pentacles. 5 of Cups in the reverse. So this new person is different because they're coming through as the King of Pentacles. This is someone who knows how to offer a long-term relationship and be faithful. With the 5 of Cups in the reverse, there's nothing that this person is looking over their shoulder for. You know, like there's no ex that they're hoping is going to come back around. Thank you, Rachel. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? All right, what else? Three of Honey, which is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, which we just had. And the Hierophant. I have values, I have beliefs that are important to me, and if those don't align with how you want to treat me, or, you know, the amount of honesty that I get in a connection, then I think I need to stand by my principles and say, that's not good enough. That's not going to work for me. Strength in the reverse. Because you see it as someone who's not willing to do the work. Not that they can't do it, they choose not to. Ten of Dreams, which is the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Honey, or Knight of Pentacles. So when you realize that something is over or there is a need to move on, I feel like it actually empowers you because you have options. Well, okay, so that didn't work out, but that's okay. Now I can do this with my time, or now I can go on this trip, or now I can work on that project, or finish up that book, right? I hope it's going well, April. Ten of Skins, which is the Ten of Wands. And the Knight of Dreams, or Knight of Swords in the reverse. I think they're going to say something they wish they hadn't. I think this Queen of Swords in the reverse, who is wondering if the Empress is happy without them, is going to get so frustrated over the gossip or the question marks in their mind that they're going to... I think they're going to send a random text. Well, not a random. I think it's going to be like 1 in the morning and they're going to be like, hey, what's going on? Don't you miss me? I don't think it's going to be the right approach. I think you're going to be like, excuse me? What? Why should I tell you what's going on with me? Hello, Hooks. Is it because of the t-shirt? Seven of Skins, or Seven of Wands in the reverse, and the Magician. Look at their instrument. I think it's a guitar, but I might be wrong. It has a skull in it, you guys. Isn't that cute? Well, sometimes people manipulate a situation and they get what they want. They convince people to believe whatever they're trying to get them to believe, right? In this instance, I feel like the manipulative energy was actually the wrong move because of how perceptive you are. So their attempt to get you to see them the way they wanted to be seen, instead of just being honest with you, has basically ruined their chances with you. Because you're like, well, how can I trust you with anything now? You know? What else? Queen of Dreams, which is the Queen of Swords. The Hanged Man in the reverse. And the Sun. That's kind of scary. So if you look closely, you can tell we have 2 sets of arms, and I think 2 shoulders there, but we got a skull on one person's shoulders, right? When the Queen of Swords in the reverse tried to share who they are with the Empress, they might have been trying to be seen as more intelligent, or they might have just been trying to be seen as more honest. But the fact that our Empress is quite astute and able to read the room means this person, who may normally be quite good at manipulation... No. Are y'all done yet? I'm sorry. I didn't know they were going to be mowing at this time. The funny thing is, I delayed it because there was mowing going on the other side. But it's that time of year, you know? A Cornish hen over orange. That's funny. What else? We have the Seven of Dreams, which is deception. I love this card. But I don't really like the feeling, or like the meaning behind it, right? Because they're saying this is someone who just straight up lied to you. They expected you to believe them. They didn't expect that you could figure out that they were being dishonest. So you taught them not to be so arrogant. Like, you might think you lie really well, but I knew you were lying as of the third word out of your mouth. But go on. I'm sure you think that's amazing, but it's not. Hello, Lotus. How are you doing? Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. This is the Signs of the Times. Never give up. If anything, this relationship or connection kind of falling by the wayside was good for you because you were able to pick back up on these projects or goals of yours that required more of your attention. So you have like better fortune or luck around you, not dealing with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. We have medical staff, healing, and cowrie shell abundance. So this Queen of Swords in the reverse is a little bit butthurt or a little bit mad because while you have indeed been focusing on your healing and the emotional side of things, you're also able to see abundance coming through. And I think this is because you freed up your energy from this Queen of Swords in the reverse. So I think this is working out in your favor. That's upsetting to them because they're stuck missing you, but you seem to be doing just fine. Hello, Kim. How are you doing? All right, y'all. I'm going to try to come back one more time tonight. We'll see how that goes. But either way, thank you for the well wishes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.